Good evening and welcome to the May 5th, 2026 meeting of the Spack-and-Killer Union Free School District Board of Education. I'd ask that you rise and recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Item 2.01 is comments from the public on consent agenda items only. Any public comment? Any board discussion on the consent agenda items? Okay, with that, I'll ask for a motion to accept the consent agenda as written.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, that passes 4-0.
Well, with that quick consent vote, we have hired a few people and they're here today, a bunch of them. So I want to introduce one at a time. And they want to say a quick word, they're welcome to do that. Ms. Mulford, do you want to go first?
Sure. We welcome Kimmy. Kimmy's going to be our new speech therapist at Nassau Elementary School. She has met with our team at least 5 times, I would say. We were so impressed by your professionalism, your connection to our students, and your connection to our staff and our building overall. We think you're going to be a really great match for our school and our district, and everybody is just so pleased to welcome you here to Spack-and-Kill. So congratulations and welcome.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to working with everyone.
Thank you, Kim. Also here today is our new visual arts teacher, Emily. Hi, Emily. Emily, very similar. I got to follow Dr. Mulford, but Emily impressed us from the get-go. She comes with a lot of experience in her previous district as really a leader in the arts. Definitely impressed us through every stage of the interview process. And her experience is she's going to hit the ground running. And she's following a legend a little bit, but Emily's up for the task, and I think she's even won the Art Teacher of the Year award that Sharon also won. So that's a good beginning. So definitely welcome, Emily.
Yes, thank you. I'm really excited to work here. I know I've known Sharon through the Art Teacher Association, so big shoes to fill, but I'm really excited to have the opportunity.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Next, we have a new math teacher, Mr. Doherty. You didn't have to ask, you already stood it up. All right, take over.
Well, good evening, everybody. Yeah, Wendy Wasserman. We are very excited to have Wendy actually back. She was a lead replacement for us 3 years ago, and she did an outstanding job. And she's dual certified. She's certified K through 6 and 7 through 12 math, which is really exciting for us because she is going to be our 6th grade teacher, but as everybody knows, we are departmentalized. So it's basically a math position in the 6th grade. So we and the department, we have some members here, are really excited to have Wendy come back to us. Wonderful teacher, great person, and we are really excited to add her to our staff. So congratulations.
Thank you. Excited to be back.
Congratulations, everyone. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Welcome. Okay, item 5.01 is public hearing on the school district budget. Do I have a motion to open the public hearing?
So moved.
Do I have a second? All in favor? Aye. Thank you. 4-0. Up to a presentation, I believe.
Sure, I'll send it to you.
Sure. So I'm going to go through, this is the 4th time I think we're going through this presentation, so I'm going to go through it quickly, but if someone wants more information or something, let me know, but I don't want to, say the same thing over and over again if you don't need it. Thank you everyone for coming. So here's the agenda. Basically, we're going to talk a little bit about how we got to the numbers, a little bit about the district and some of the successes, and then we'll actually look at the numbers. We've conservatively budgeted our state revenue forecast in this budget. Our reserves are healthy, and our comptroller's fiscal stress report is positive. Those are all good. We're doing a great job with that, and I thank Val for making sure all that is happening. We're presenting a budget that's under the tax cap. Provide a budget that reduces the possibility of significant negative fluctuations in the future. Maintaining a student-centered learning environment, communicating our successes, and seeking additional revenues through out-of-district placement with the students. We talked about in the past, we talked about our after-school programs that help analyze our gaps and help meet our students where they are. Our virtual tech academy, led by Marcella Byrne, who was here at the last meeting to present how we are definitely trying to stay above the curve with all the new technology stuff and the AI. We did that last time. We've been working with AI consultant Jerry Presci. We established our AI guidelines, which we talked about last week. Our AVID program has been taking off. It expands each year. Since it's at high school now, it'll go another grade level next year, and that's been very great. A lot of the students do a lot of different things with AVID. You can see some of the pictures there, and it's definitely been something very good for our students. More so than I thought, even when we, Mr. Doherty can talk about it at some point, but even when we thought about bringing this program to it, I think we definitely are seeing its advantages. We've talked about P2 a bunch of times. Very proud of being a Green Shield district, which very few districts are a Green Shield, so it's good to have that status. That means that we're definitely doing the P2 with fidelity. The Let Grow experience has been great. Another accolade for us, we were named a lighthouse district. I think we're the only lighthouse district in the United States. There's a couple of lighthouse schools, but for us to get that honor is just great. Some of the other district successes, Niche ranks Spackenkill as the #1 school district in Dutchess County and the best place to live and teach. The district's ranked top 4 nationally. The high school and Hagen and Todd have all been named a best either high school, middle school, or elementary school. A rare and great honor is the high school received the Exemplary High Performing School Award, known as the Blue Ribbon Award, normally this year, which is amazing. We're the only high school in Dutchess County ever to have that, twice. And our graduation rate is #1 in the county. Here are some other successes here. We won the Utica National Safety Award again. I think it's been 14 years in a row. Our sports have done great. Our Odyssey of the Mind team is leaving, when are they leaving? 2 weeks? To go to nationals, which is amazing. That's rare. And some of our other extracurriculars have done very well. The real estate in Spackenkill, it's definitely, we always reach out to a realtor, and again, she has said how the Spackenkill specific, houses in Spackenkill definitely go for more and go more quickly than any other area in Dutchess County. So that's awesome to know. It's a testament to everyone in this room. Our tuition program continues to go. We're currently in that area of 50 students, and that has been very good for us as far as raising some money. Here's the proposed budget. If you look at the budget, it's an increase of close to $4 million from last year to this year, and the tax levy is an increase of just under $600,000 from last year to this year. Some of the considerations in the budget is the salaries, OC services, transportation, special education tuition, health insurance has been a big one we've talked about, debt service, and replacing one facilities vehicle. Continuing on with that, we did add a school psychologist this year, which is something that's been in the plans for a long time. We want to have one in each building to really help meet the needs of our children. There's been adjustments to salaries because of minimum wage. We really had to change some of the salaries we had. The board's aware of that. Replace older damaged facilities equipment, regular classroom maintenance, instructional needs, technology. Technology's been a big one. We've done a lot with cybersecurity and looking at a lot of our infrastructures. We are proposing to purchase a vehicle, $75,000 for our facilities. The key cost drivers are here: the salaries, health insurance, BOCES, ERS and TRS, and debt service. All that is sort of given to us based on either previous contracts. So about 85% of our budget is sort of given to us, and then we work with the other 15 to try to come up with our total budget. It's a 3-part budget, so administrative, program, and capital, and you can kind of see that program is the main part of that. Dr. Horvath's head's in the way of the little graphic there, but it's
Sorry.
the bulk of it is the program, which is really what dealing with our students. Click. Here's the tax levy. Again, it's a little bit, I know it by heart, so the tax levy increase is 1.75, and it's about just under 600,000. If we need to go to contingency budget, if the budget was to fail and we either try another vote if it wasn't successful, or we go straight to contingency, there's certain rules we have to follow in order to do that. And this is what the contingency budget would look like. We have to reduce that 600,000, and the reduction would come from equipment transfer from other funds and supplies. You need to see it? Do I need to move his head? Yep. The budget calendar, remember when we first started this, Val? There was all kinds of dates on this. Now there's only one date. We have the budget vote, our next board meeting date, which is May 19th, and our trustee election is also on that day. So make sure everyone gets out and vote. Online, this presentation's there, and you can click on that to get more information of what we talked about. Thank you.
Okay, I'll ask for any comment from the public. This is a public hearing on the budget. Okay. Hearing none, I'll ask for a motion to close the public hearing on the school district budget. Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, that passes 4-0. And that brings us to 6.01, secondary administration.
Good evening, everyone, again. And I have a brief presentation, which may first bring it up.
Dan, turn your mic on.
Oh, sorry about that.
Richard, I sent you a copy, 2 copies.
Okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
So, good evening, everyone, and thank you again for having us tonight. And we have, tonight I thought I'd talk about clubs and activities. I like to do this, I usually do this once a year, sometimes I miss it, but clubs and activities, as we know, are just an important kind of hidden feature of what makes a school successful. I talked a little bit about this when we did our academic audit, that clubs, there's a lot that goes into student achievement and student happiness, and clubs and activities are certainly one of them. And, we have 26 clubs. I'll just kind of go through, we have 26 clubs at the middle school, which is a lot. It's kind of amazing. You can see a listing of the clubs. We have a listing of students in various clubs. And then you'll also see some activities of the club. So there's just so much that we do, and as anybody who's a parent here knows, from 2:30 to 5 o'clock on any day, there's just anywhere from a dozen to 100, 200 students at Todd Middle School. And we know that after-school activities really support students and supports school culture. I highlight the drama club only because it's pretty unique. I mean, we have 103 students are in the club. It usually is over 100 students, and it's about a quarter of it's more than a quarter of the school. So it's a tremendous thing. They do so much great work, and I like to just kind of highlight them. What's behind Dr. Horvath's head is the overall numbers. So there's 390 students in the at Todd, and there's over 500 participants. In other words, some are in multiple clubs. And this is just clubs and activities. I've got two more slides that are going to talk about music and sports, which is just not even, this is just clubs and activities. So the amount of participation in clubs and activities is really tremendous. And I want to thank our great transportation company and ours at the district level, because they're doing a lot of driving around. We got the 3:45 bus, we've got the 5 o'clock bus, we've got wonderful teaching assistants who support supervising the students. So all of those things go into it, and also parents. Parents are, as anybody who comes into Todd Middle School knows, we're a busy parking lot. There's parents picking up at all kinds of times, and so it's definitely a group effort, and it's something to be very proud of. You go to the next slide. So now, next I want to talk about our music program, which is, again, if you look at the numbers of the students involved, keeping in mind of how many students we have in the district, in the building. You see those numbers in 7th and 8th grade: 60 band members, 55 orchestra members, 117 chorus members. It's tremendous. Behind, what you can't see is just kind of a listing of some of the songs. This spring concert starts, the spring concert season for the district starts tomorrow night with the 6th grade concert, and goes from there. There's, I think, probably a total of maybe a dozen concerts, between all the schools. Then 6th grade, you can see the numbers there, the number of students in band, orchestra. The chorus numbers, 75 students in 6th grade chorus is tremendous, and that's a testament to the music program, because, the numbers you see are, while some of it obviously is, musical interest and perhaps parent musical interest, a lot is also just them being attracted to the programs from the teachers at the elementary schools and the teachers here at Todd, and then going up to the high school. So again, something to be very proud of, and of course, as you're aware, Dr. Fanuel, I think, mentions it. They win most of the time. They win the awards of the competitions they go to, and they do a tremendous job at our various, at our Veterans Day Assembly, at our moving up ceremony. It's tremendous, and I'm very proud of them. I'm very proud of the staff who support them. Next slide is our Todd's Modified Sports, which also includes some of the students that are in junior varsity sports. This is 7th and 8th grade only. In 6th grade, we do have intramurals, so we do have sports in 6th grade, but it's not, the sanction where they play other schools. But 7th and 8th grade, and you can see those numbers. It goes through the fall, winter, and spring sports, and there's, like, for instance, something I'm proud of is, they've got, we had 30 students play football. We had 16 play girls soccer. We had 18 play volleyball. We had 20 do cheer. And we have, right now, this year, we have 57 students taking track, which is, it's a tremendous amount of students. And it's great. And it's just a great way for students to, I love our coaches and the way they approach it. you know, where it is competition and we want, you know, students to be their best, but we also want students to be part of the team. And they just do a tremendous job. So I'm very proud of the coaches. And the number that is under the total number is 278. So that's the number of Todd's students out of 392 that are involved in sports. Some of those might be double from, you know, for different seasons, but again, the amount of participation in in clubs and activities, in music and in sports, you know, is a real testament of what kind of vibrant school community we have. I mean, it's really tremendous. Yeah, I'm very proud of what they do, and all those things, you know, add to the school culture, including, you know, like today we had our 8th grade science test, you know, including things like what happened at that science test today was influenced by these things that have been happening throughout the year. So I thought I'd bring that to everybody's attention, and I appreciate the Board of Ed and Dr. Fanuelli and the district office's support of, you know, the things that we do with Todd, so thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I only have one slide. It's going to be more talking tonight, but I wanted to kind of give us a snapshot of the end of the year. It's going to come quick, so I figured for public knowledge, for the board's knowledge, just kind of give you an overview of what events are going to be happening, a little bit of some community connections, work that we've been doing, some classroom events that have been happening, lessons, and I will finish off formally inviting everybody to our science research symposium. So to start off, we did start our testing season on Monday. We are giving 336 AP exams between yesterday and next Friday. About 30% of our students in Spackenfield High School are taking at least one AP exam within this 2 weeks. And then after that, we shift into Regents testing because that starts a little early this year, which I'll mention. For some ceremonies that are coming up, Junior Awards next Friday, May 15th at 8:00 a.m. in the library at the high school. Follow that by our junior and senior prom the Friday after that, May 22nd at Villa Borghese. Before that, we are going to host a mock accident at Spackenkill High School in the parking lot. So we'll be conducting that for all of our juniors and seniors. We do that every other year. And the opposite years, we do an assembly in lieu of the mock accident. So both juniors and seniors get to experience both of those presentations before they graduate. Our senior trip will be to Hershey Park. That's become kind of a custom here. So that will be on Monday, June 1st into Tuesday, June 2nd. Our district art show will be at Hagen on Thursday, June 4th. Senior awards and athletic awards, Friday, June 5th. And then we start June Regents. So you'll notice that there's 2 early testing days for Regents exams this year, English and Bio. So the state makes exams early every year if they're changing any sort of the template or the content that's in those exams. So this year it's English and Bio, I believe. Don't quote me on that. It might have been a different science. Senior Field Day is going to be June 16th. Our own district in-house is going to put on a barbecue for our seniors. That's pretty exciting this year. The staff in our building will be putting that on. We'll be helping out. It's going to be a good time. Then we have our graduation rehearsal, June 17th. That's also our Back to the Nest, where the students will travel to every school in their graduation regalia. And June 18th is our graduation at 6 p.m. Thursday, June 18th. We'll of course, publish that and go over it, but I figured this was a good opportunity to go through all those important dates. For classrooms, AP Bio Cornell Cooperative will be leading a lamb dissection in our AP Bio classes coming up next week. We are going to hold our annual physics, AP Physics versus AP Chemistry Frisbee match outside. That's going to be next week. It's become a big event in the last couple of years. IBM for E-Week. IBM engineers, spearheaded by Mr. Herman Lowe, a former board member, will be coming to Spackenkill High School to work with our computer classes and a plethora of different science classes. So engineers will be scattered throughout the building, and they do some project-based experiments with our students. I think we have 4 different sessions and seminars, and the kids will experience all of those between the science department and our computer science classes to celebrate E-Week. For the district-approved AI guidance, we have some classes right now we're reviewing that as part of their curriculum, specifically the computer classes that we have, and they're going through the guidance, and they are having discussions talking about future AI in their lives, how to future-proof themselves to be part of security moving forward, and dealing with machine learning and protecting their own personal data. So we're really trying to shift into those conversations because, you know, every day you're starting to see more and more AI. It's not something that we can ignore, so we're trying to educate our students as best possible and arm them with how to navigate this and protect themselves and protect their identities and all their personal. Kinder French was on Tuesday, 4/28. The high school French club's Kinder French program returned to Nassau Elementary for its 6 years. Volunteer from the high school French club dedicated their time after school across 4 sessions to learn an age-appropriate kindergarten French lesson on colors, which they then presented to all the kindergarten classes on Tuesday the 28th. The lesson was entirely student-led and was designed to introduce kindergartners to the French language in a fun and engaging manner. Everybody had a great time. Following along with that, there's a couple different things with world language. French in Fourth is a one-day outreach program designed to introduce 4th grade students at Hagen to the French language and in accessible ways. Ms. Hart visits each 4th grade classroom on a single scheduled day, and she rotates through those classes to deliver a 30-minute introductory lesson, that's coordinated in advance with classroom teachers. It is modeled after Kinder French, so we kind of mimic that. We're trying to expose kids at a very young age to different languages. We offer French and Spanish here. With world language, we're very excited this year. Thank you to Dr. Mulford for helping with this too. New York State Seal of Biliteracy. It's going to be our first year that we will have graduates, class of 2026, be recognized and have that seal on their diploma. So 12 students in advanced placement French and Spanish successfully completed the New York State Seal of Biliteracy presentation requirement. Each student independently researched a debatable topic aligned to our course themes, analyzed 3 authentic sources, and delivered a formal presentation entirely in the target language. They defended their position using evidence and responded to 10 minutes of spontaneous questioning from the panel of fluent speakers. Notably, these students balanced rigorous work alongside demanding ELA coursework and strong exam performance. So those students will be our first recipients of the Seal of Biliteracy this year at graduation. And they presented those projects in our new conference room at Spackenkill High School. So that's all set up now, very proud of that. Very professional looking, and our Positivity Club is going to be creating a mural in that room as well. But it worked out great, and it was actually the first day that we had the conference room set up was the Seal of Biliteracy presentation, so it was really exciting to kind of cut the ribbon on that. We are going to be welcoming back former Spackenkill student Nick Colucci as a guest speaker in French. He pursued higher education in France after having graduated from here, having gone on our trips. He lived there for 5 years, earned his bachelor's degree, and completed an internship. He's going to share his experiences and demonstrate real-world possibilities that language study can unlock. So really trying to focus on biliteracy at the high school. And our production of Mean Girls, if you got to see it, so April 17th and 19th, incredible success and a true celebration of student talent and dedication. We had students on that stage that have never performed at all, just decided to try it out this year and really just nailed it. It was awesome. Set crew, lighting, sound crew, and pit members, every element of the show reflected the hard work of our students. Audiences responded with enthusiasm, and we truly appreciate the Spackey Gill community for its continued support of arts education. I do want to mention we've had to have a number of updates the last year with our auditorium, and we would not have been able to put on the show without those updates. So thank you to the board and everybody involved with making that happen, because I know that it was not easy, but and it's not necessarily the easiest to see how that translates to what you see on stage, but it absolutely does, and we can see it, those who knew the issues that we were having. So thank you for that. And lastly, our Science Research Symposium. It is our 20th anniversary. I want to make sure I get the professor's name correct. May 28th at 6 p.m. at Spackey High School, 20th Anniversary Science Research Symposium. Our keynote speaker is Marist Professor Dr. Ramesh Lagani, and he is going to be presenting on scientific curiosity and taking intellectual risk. And I think today's world, our youth coming up need to be comfortable with taking risk in a world where you're under the microscope a lot. So you're not going to get better and grow and be stronger and do great things in life if you don't take risks. So I think that's really appropriate for a professor to be speaking about that in front of our audience for the symposium. So hopefully see everybody there again May 28th at 6 p.m. and thank you.
Thank you. It's an awful lot from one slide. Any comments from the board? I have to say one thing, because I say this every year, so this is going to be boring to a lot of you because you've heard it from me a ton of times already. But one thing I take a lot of pride in is our extracurricular and sports. I'm just, the academic rigor that these kids go through, it's a great release for them. And I'm so proud that we offer such a variety of those things, and I think it really helps keep some of those kids engaged that might not otherwise be. So I appreciate all the work that my fellow board members that we're always approving these, our administration for offering these things, and all of our volunteers and mentors for those programs. I really just can't say enough about it. I really just think it's one of the greatest things that we do here, so appreciate that. Okay, with that, we are on item 7.01, which is a discussion, a petition of the Lower Hudson Education Coalition for an informational proceeding to examine electric utility readiness to support school bus fleet electrification. This is something we spoke about last meeting.
Yeah, and attached in board docs, but I have a hard copy as well. Richard, I sent you a hard copy. Richard, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I sent you a copy of the revised letter, well, the draft. Did you receive
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I didn't know if I was cut off there for a while. I'm back. I can hear now.
Good work, Richard.
Any comments from the board on the revisions that were made to the previously review draft. It captures everything we spoke about at the last meeting, I believe. Richard, do you have anything?
Yeah, I've got it on the screen now. No, I don't have any comments. It looks like it accords with my recollection of the changes we talked about. So it looks fine to me.
I think the one paragraph there was like the long-term goal of transitioning. Did we say we were going to do something a little different right there? That's the third paragraph.
Actually, if I'm looking at it, I think the word state is supposed to be removed. If I remember correctly, I think it's supposed to be Spack and Gill supports the long-term goal of transition, but
Right.
not the states.
Right.
Because we didn't
Yes,
want
that's
to be,
right.
we didn't want to be linked to their number of years. So good catch.
That would be the one I see.
So just remove the word states, the long-term goal.
Okay. Okay, with that, I think what I'll do then is I'll ask for a motion to accept the letter with the one minor revision to remove the word states from the third paragraph. Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, that passes 4-0. Okay, that brings us to 8.01 board correspondence. We did get an email from a parent with regard to the lunch program, and that was responded to today. 8.02 comments from the public on non-agenda items.
Good evening. I prepared some remarks this evening. So for those of you who I have not had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Jessica Valero. I'm running for the Board of Education, and thank you for adding me into the agenda this evening. So in addition to what was highlighted in the board candidate write-up that the district provided, I wanted to share a few things about myself, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions you may have now or offline. So I've been a Spack and Gill resident for 10 years, residing in the Hudson Valley for about 18 years with my husband, Anthony. I'm a mom of two, Leo 9, Juliana 8, both attending Hagen and Nassau respectively. And a little bit about me. So I was born in Utica, New York, ironically where the New York State School Board Association was founded. And I was raised in a small town by my mother and grandparents. My grandfather was an educator for 33 years, starting as a math teacher and guidance counselor, and then eventually becoming principal for over 25 years. And then even after his retirement, he was a principal at the Oneida Herkimer Madison BOCES program for several years. So, as one would expect, the importance and value of public education was instilled in me at a very young age. Being raised by a single mom, there were numerous times in summer months I accompanied him to school, sitting in the main office. His secretary was my main babysitter, and I got a glimpse of the internal operations and the ways he fostered a supportive and inclusive environment, ensuring everyone felt valued, connected, and had the best educational experience possible. He taught me that public education was one of the most important infrastructures in our communities, and he would not have achieved everything he did without it. So he showed me not only through words but actions the need for public schools and emphasized how it impacts people's lives well after graduating. So building blocks, as he would say, and he was right. The experiences I had in school, including being president of SAD, Teenage Task Force, serving as class officer, many different clubs, put me on the path to where I am today. So as highlighted in the board candidate write-up, I have dedicated my professional career to working for nonprofits in multiple sectors, including environmental preservation, healthcare, and public health. I'm an experienced advocacy and organizing leader who is committed to public education campaigns and advancing health equity. I have years of experience working with local, state, federal elected officials, community partners, stakeholders, and have led cross-sector collaborations within the Hudson Valley. In addition, I actively volunteer within our school community. I currently sit on the executive board for the Spack and Gill Elementary PTA. In addition to that, I am the co-chair of the Spack and Gill Elementary Anxious Generation Parent Committee. I am adept at bridging different viewpoints, being proactive, communicative, and reliable. Of all of my roles, being a mom to Leo and Juliana is the one that matters most to me. My son Leo has autism and is non-speaking. He has given me and our whole family a new lens to life. I am an advocate for my son, my daughter, and so many more. I hold a unique perspective, understanding there are far more pathways in learning and education, and I'm deeply committed to fostering and cultivating inclusion and equity in our district. There is a beauty that we all bring different lived experiences to the table, and that has immense value. Different perspectives, insight, and knowledge to make collective and thoughtful decisions. As a connector and active listener, I value and respect others' perspectives and am responsive to the needs of our community. I'm deeply invested and committed to Speck and Kill's continued growth and success of all children. I want to continue to serve as a leader for our community and to be a voice for all students and families. I really appreciate your time this evening, and I hope I can connect with each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll just mention, this is a job we volunteer a lot of our time. Dr. Horvath, all of our fellow board members, and it's something that I think you'll take a lot of pride in. I can tell that you're super involved, let's say, and I think we're going to have a great time. We're going to be losing a great board member here as well, but I think you've got some pretty big shoes to fill, but I think you can.
Many
do it.
shoes.
So.
Many shoes.
Many shoes. So, thank you for taking this on. The community and really appreciates it. Any other comments from the public? Okay, with that, I'll bring it to 8.03, comments from the board. Do we have comments from the board?
I do have comments. I wanted to congratulate all the students that participated in NYSSMA the past several weekends, and also a big thank you to all the music teachers that gave up their weekends to do this. And one more big shout out to Mrs. Kaczynski, who had her first ever family orchestra put together, played at Greenvale Park on Sunday, and I think she did a phenomenal job, and I cannot wait for next year.
Did you play?
I did.
That's awesome.
I did.
Where do you play?
Violin. Yes. So my son and I got to play together. So that was a very, very unique and awesome experience. All the rehearsals and everything. So it was a very nice culmination of everything. So yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, I know you. That's awesome.
Very nice. Oh, nice.
Anyone else? Richard?
No, I don't have any.
Okay, well, May 19th is the date. I hope that the community takes time to look at the budget brochures, all the information that's been presented, formulate an opinion on the budget, come on out and vote. We have the budget vote and vote for one board trustee, so was it 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.? 7 a.m. to 9
7 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Getting myself up early. I guess than I was. Okay, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. So hope to see you all out and engage in our community here. Okay, 8.04, comments from our superintendent.
Just a couple comments. Mr. Lewis talked about the seal of biliteracy, and just wanted to highlight that's awesome to have that done, and that was quite what they had to do to get to do that. So that's a testament to all the work the teachers did to convince them to do that and to have that done. And I know that Dr. Mulford takes a lot of pride in that. She has talked about wanting that in. So
There's a lot of work in progress,
yeah.
but everybody did a great job.
Thank you for staying on that. They talked about the plays, both Dan and Ken, and both plays this year were excellent. And I know Mr. Doherty always says this, but I don't think he said it this time, but something amazing they do in the play is that there's two casts. So everyone, two people get to be Willy Wonka, or Charlie, and that's not common. So that's that makes it a lot harder, more difficult. So that's just a cool byproduct of getting the kids involved. That's cool. And the high school play was amazing. We definitely have some talented students with that. And then finally, last week, I got to attend a very special ceremony. for Mr. Ken Lewis. I'm glad that you happened to be on the board presentation here tonight. So not that anyone wants to know Ken's age, but Ken was awarded the one of the 40 under 40.
Barely.
But it was an exceptional night of celebration, and definitely deserving. It was good for us to go and be part of it. And then the next day, many high school faculty and team members came out to just thank and celebrate with Ken. So congratulations here at the
Thank you.
on the board meeting. And if you look closely, he's wearing his special pin that he got on that evening. So congratulations, Ken, and that's all I have.
Okay, thank you for that. Item 9.01, the board will vote to enter into executive session for discussing the superintendent's evaluation. No further business is anticipated after the executive session. Do I have a motion to enter into the executive session?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, that passes 4-0. Thank you. See you on May 19th.